So back in 2013, I lost a 30-year friendship, and that was a major turning point on my spiritual journey. And this is something that isn't really spoken about within the spiritual community, at least I haven't seen. So I want to share a little bit about my experience. I announced I was getting a divorce, and a friend who I have known since birth, our parents have been lifelong friends, and they still are, didn't give me the time of day. She and her husband, at the time, they are now divorced, she and her husband at the time said, "Jenny has changed." When I heard that, my immediate response was, yes, you're supposed to. Because that's what growth is, right? Growth is change. Change is growth, usually. But so I was getting the divorce, and I was the one who initiated the divorce. I admit I could have been a better wife to my ex-husband. And I wanted to talk with her to share, well, my side, my perception, and what I was going through, but she didn't want to hear it. She made a lot of excuses saying that, oh, she was busy and she had to go into work, which was not true half the time, because I would then see a few hours later on Facebook her out with my ex-husband and her husband and some friends. And for months I chased her. 7, 8, 9 months, I did not let this go. I kept trying to reach out to her, like I wasn't getting the hint. I didn't want to get the hint. And now that many years have passed, everything has settled down. Our families are still friends. Her and I have spoken over the years, but that's just because I am the godmother to her son. So really, it's only when I reach out for his birthday or for Christmas. I remember when she started to go through her own divorce, she then started reaching out to me and wishing me a happy birthday. And recently, I went and saw my godson's lacrosse game. I have not seen a lacrosse game or a hockey game of his ever. And we've never talked. And I know at this point we're never going to. I'm not going to initiate that conversation. I don't expect her to initiate that conversation. Our connection will never be like it was, and it took me quite a long time to accept that. And that's something I speak about, or at least I try to, when I talk to someone who has embarked on a spiritual journey. Now, when this happened for me, I had already tiptoed into my spiritual journey. A few years prior was when I dove deep. I jumped into the deep end and I was like, that's it. I'm all in. I'm going to put the work in. I'm going to do this work and whatnot. A spiritual journey initiates change and growth and transformation. You will no longer be in alignment and resonate with people you have known for however long you have known them. And I think it's important that you understand that. Your experience may not happen the way that mine did. Some of you may experience an ending to a relationship of some kind at the very beginning of your journey, somewhere in the middle, maybe even the end. It doesn't necessarily mean you guys will not reconnect. Her and I have reconnected plenty of times, but that's also because of family. But your reconnection, chances are, will not be the same. And that is also something to acknowledge and accept. And it took me quite a while to realize that rejection is a redirection for your protection. Write that down. Rejection is a redirection for your protection. When one person leaves your life, it makes space for someone new to come in, someone you will probably be more aligned with, someone who may be on a very similar path as you. And all of this is not a bad thing. I do not want you to think that this experience was bad. No, it is okay. It is okay. Did it feel good at the time? Absolutely not. I was heartbroken. But it is okay. And it's something that does happen. And that's why I wanted to speak about it, because I don't see too many creators on here talking about that. And that has been such a big thing, not only for me, but for literally every person I've spoken to about their spiritual journey. I have not known one person to have not experienced something like this. That's not to say that that can't happen. I hope it doesn't actually happen. I don't want you to experience that heartbreak. But at the same time, I find it something that this is worthwhile at least knowing, having a heads up. So I just wanted to share that. If you stayed this long with this video, thank you. I totally appreciate it. Leave a comment. Let me know. Is this something you have gone through? Are you experiencing this right now? And how are you getting through this? If you have any questions about like how to get through something like this, guys, let me know. I will make more videos on this because this is such a big thing on a spiritual journey. All right. So I hope this has helped. Have yourselves a wonderful day.